What gives you the sense of purpose in life? Besides the typical answer, money, time freedom, impact. If you really want to dig deep and find out what really gives you the sense of purpose in life, you're going to have to ask yourself these 5 weird questions that I'm about to share with you in order to figure it out. Hey, it's Joe Lau here. For the longest time, I thought my purpose in life was to make money so I can provide for my family and also have the time freedom so I can spend time with them and also treat my customer right since I'm a business owner and entrepreneur, right? So I thought that was it. Until a few years ago, I had an exit and sold one of my baby product business. And at that time, it was very exciting because I hit my milestone of what I wanted to achieve in life. And literally the next day, I feel voided. Like I could not explain the feeling, but it's just this emptiness is kind of sadness. And first time in my life, I didn't know what to do with my time. I have no idea what to do with my life. I lost a sense of purpose. And that's when I remember Tony Robbins once said, success without fulfillment is a failure. And that really hit home to me at that moment. I did not know what that sentence meant until that moment of my life. So I started this journey and tried to figure out what gave me a sense of purpose in life. A friend of mine recommended this book by Martha Beck. It's called Finding Your North Star. Martha talked about there's two sides of us, social self and the true self. The social self of us is basically what we want the world to see us. The true self is just like a sign, is who we really are without other people watching us, right? I've learned that if you want to figure out what gives you the sense of purpose in life, you have to face your true self. And these 5 weird questions, they cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn and takes me years to figure it out that I'm about to share with you. It's gonna help you figure out what your true self really wants. Make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm gonna share resources with you and show you how to work less and make more. Weird question number 1. What put tears in your eyes every time when you hear about it? Let me give you an example. For me, it's actually 2 things. So for you too, it could be more than 1 thing that moves you, right? So every time when I watch this movie called Armageddon back in the day from Bruce Willis, the scene that where he has to sacrifice himself and say goodbye to his daughter always moved me. I don't know why, like not just that movie, but that movie is the first thing that popped to mind. Anytime that I read a book or article or news or movie that when there's someone they're willing to do the right thing to, I don't know, save the world or save someone, but also have to sacrifice not sacrifice the family, that, you know, put them away from the family. Those 2 elements, doing the right thing and not able to see the family again, always like moves me. So I learned, that's what I learned about myself. So for you, same thing. Try to picture that scenario, that moment that always moved you, and figure out what element is that thing that always like move you, kind of like put tears and emotion to you. Weird question number 2. What makes you cuss even in front of your hero? So what I mean by that is, what kind of situation that when you run into or when you read about it, it just pisses you off so much that you have no choice but to cuss and express yourself because you just have so much emotion that you want to express, right? That's what I mean. Picture the scenario. Once you picture the scenario, figure out what is the element that really causing that. What is the pattern of it? Let me give an example. For me, it's always injustice. When I see something is injustice, when I see something that's not fair, it always pisses me off to a point that I can't hold it in, I have to say it, right? It's just who I am. That shows me what is my true value, what I really care, what is my bottom line, what kind of things that I would never compromise. That's how you figure it out, by asking the question that, what makes you cuss even though when you're in front of your hero? Weird question number 3. What will you keep doing even though no one cares, no one pays attention to you, and you still keep doing those things? What is it? Why is it so important to figure out this answer? It's because once you figure out the answer, you'll figure out what are you willing to tolerate to get what you want. So for me, it's to improve things. My wife called me efficiency junkie, right? Which is true. Like even if no one's watching, I just like to improve things, right? Whether it's a business process or conversion, or in personal life, whether it's like packing lunch or how to figure out the step to pack lunch faster for my kids or do things faster, get whatever that is, right? Anything I can get a hands on to keep on improving, to be more efficient, I love it. So you ask yourself this 3rd question. What kind of stuff that you'll keep doing it even though there's no one watching, no one paying attention, and no one give you praise on it? Weird question number 4. What makes you forget that time exists? What kind of stuff that you truly enjoy doing so much that you can just not sleep, not eat, not do anything and just keep doing that thing and you'll be happy about it? For me, it's system. Anything about figuring things out and creating system, I love it. I love figuring things out on pattern, right? Like I want to crack the pattern. I like to figure it out like how things work and figure out the pattern and then optimize it, right? That's what I love to do. That was get me like going. That's what I can do like all day long and spend all nights all day, and I'll be really happy about it. So what is it for you? What makes you forget about time exists? Weird question number 5. What do you want your eulogy sounds like? What do you want to be known for? How do you want people to remember you? When I first heard about this question, it kind of shocked me because I never thought about, the day I die, what would that look like? But when I really keep thinking about it, it really gives me a sense of what I really want people to remember me for. And like personally, this is what I want people to remember me for. Growing up, I grew up from a divorced family. So it was just me and my father left, and he loves me very much, but I never get a chance to really spend time with him. So a lot of time I was just by myself, and that's when I decided, when I grew up, I want to, be a business person. I don't even know what that means at the time, because I wanted to have all the time, freedom in the world so I can spend time with my own family. And once I have achieved that myself, I realized how much this feeling moved me. So I want to help other entrepreneurs, business people as well, to achieve that lifestyle so they never have to sacrifice their personal life for professional gain, because I don't want another children grow up not knowing their parents. So that's kind of what I want to be known for, right? So what do you want to be known for? What do you want your eulogy sound like? What do you want people to remember you for? There you have it. Anyone this question could potentially lead to the answer on help you figure out what gives you a sense of purpose in life, right? For me, it's to start a movement that they will put a spotlight on entrepreneur and business owner that value personal life just as much as their professional life. Because in my opinion, what good does that do when you have achieved all the things professionally, but then you don't have anyone to share with you in your personal life, right? Both are just as equally important. So that's my mission. That's my sense of purpose in life. So what is yours? If you like this video, I'd like to invite you to join my free webinar where I'm going to share with you 3 secrets on how to work less and make more. Click on the link below, register for the webinar, and I'll see you there. So for me, what gave me this answer? You have to ask. I sums it up to the element that will figure it out. You have to ask yourself this 5.